No, I slept with a ghost? Once upon a time, in the busy city of Lagos, there lived a kind and gentle young lady named Boma. She was full of life and loved by her fiancé, Preye. More than anything in the world, Preye was the perfect partner. He was kind, caring, and always thinking of Boma. He also had a special relationship with Boma's mother. Preye loved Mama as if she were his own mother. And he was always buying her things like fruits, coats, and sometimes beautiful fabrics. Mama adored Preye so much that it sometimes made Boma feel a little jealous. Whenever Preye came to visit, Mama would prepare the best meal and they would laugh and talk like old friends. Sometimes, Boma would sit and watch them, smiling but feeling a little left out. Mama loves Preye almost more than she loves me, Boma would think. But deep down, she was happy that they all had such a strong bond. One sunny afternoon, just as Boma was ready for the day, her phone rang. It was Preye. Boma, I have a special package for you. It's a surprise, Preye said excitingly. Pack up your bag. We're going on a special getaway this weekend. Just the two of us. Boma was excited. A weekend away with Preye sounded like a dream come true. She quickly packed her things and rushed to meet him. Preye had planned something. A beautiful cabin awaits her outside of Lagos, far from the busy streets where they could relax and spend time together. As they drove, Boma could see the trees, hear the birds singing, and feels the cool breeze on her face. It was perfect. For the next few days, Boma and Preye had an amazing time. They laughed, played games, and talked about their future together. They spent time taking long walks, watching the sunset, and talking about how they couldn't wait to get married. Boma felt so lucky to have someone as loving as Preye by her side. She was completely at peace. But something strange happened that Boma didn't notice at first. Preye seemed a little different. He was quiet than usual, often looked far away, as if he were thinking deeply about something. Boma asked him if everything was okay. But Preye always smiled and said, "I am fine, my love. I am just happy to be here with you." The weekend flew by, and soon it was Sunday. Time for them to head back home. Boma started packing her things ready to return to Lagos. But when it was time to leave, Preye said something that surprised her. "Boma, I can't come back with you just yet. There's something I need to take care of here. But don't worry, I've arranged a taxi to take you home. I'll join you at Mama's house later." Boma was a little disappointed. "Why can't you come with me?" she asked. Preye just smiled, his eyes gentle but little sad. "Don't worry, I'll see you soon, I promise." Boma felt uneasy, but she trusted Preye. She hugged him tightly, and he kissed her forehead. and helped her into the taxi. "I'll see you soon, my love," he said, waving as the car drove away. As Boma sat in the taxi, she thought about how strange Preye had been over the weekend. But she brushed it off, thinking maybe he just had a lot on his mind. When Boma arrived at her mother's house, she expected to be greeted with smiles and laughter. But instead, she saw something that made her heart race. Mama was sitting outside the house, crying with neighbors, her face pale and full of sadness. "Mama, what's wrong?" Boma asked, running to her mother's side. Mama looked up at her, tears streaming down her eyes. "Oh, Boma," she sobbed, "Preye is gone." Boma froze. "Gone? What do you mean, Mama?" With a shaky voice, Mama said, "Preye died 4 days ago in a car accident. They tried to save him, but he didn't make it." Boma stood still, her mind spinning. "That's not true, Mama. I was just with him. We spent the whole weekend together. He hugged me goodbye this morning." Mama looked confused and shook her head. "Boma, I'm telling you the truth. Preye's car crashed 4 days on his way to see you. He's been gone for days." Boma couldn't believe what she was hearing. She laughed, but not because it was funny. She laughed because it seemed impossible. "I just saw him, Mama. We were together. We went away for the weekend. And he told me he'll meet me here soon. He even called a taxi for me." Mama's face grew pale. She was shocked. "Boma, are you sure? Preye has been gone for days. It can't be true." Suddenly, Boma felt a cold chill. She thought about how different Preye had been over the weekend. How quiet he was. How he seemed to stare off into the distance. She realized something strange. Preye hadn't eaten or slept the whole time they were together. He had barely touched his food. He didn't seem tired at all. And she remembered that he also asked her to turn off his phone as it was a getaway from the busy life of Lagos. It was then that Boma understood the truth. Preye wasn't alive. He had come back just for her, to spend one more last weekend together before he had to say goodbye. She hadn't been with Preye, she knew, for long. She had been with his spirit, his ghost. Boma's eyes filled with tears. The sadness overwhelmed her. But in her heart, she knew Preye loved her so much that he couldn't leave without saying goodbye. He wanted her to have one last memory of him, one last weekend of happiness before she had to let go. "Mama," Boma whispered, "I think Preye came back just for me, to say goodbye. We spent the last 3 days together, and now he's gone for real." Mama hugged Boma tightly, both of them crying. But amidst their tears, Boma felt a strange sense of peace. Even though Preye was gone, his love stayed with her. She would carry the memory of their final weekend together forever, knowing that true love never dies. It stays in your heart, even when the person you love is no longer with you. From that day on, Boma cherished every moment and memory she had of Preye. Though she missed him deeply, she knew he was still with her in the spirit, watching over her just like he had during that special weekend. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for weekly tales that will transport you into the magical world of Africa's unique tales. Thank you.